Alright, well, here the fuck I am, just sitting here trying to watch TV, fucking go on Visual Studio 2017, and just look at fucking forums and Vermilion and shit. And then I just come across this faggot piece of shit, fucking no hairline having ass, fucking Wicked Witch of Oz nose head ass, since he wants to talk about fucking noses so much, uploading a fucking video about me. Now, obviously, this is the Grand Wyatt, and I originally recorded this like 5 minutes ago, well, depending on the recording right now. Um, and the audio got censored out, but I said some really in-depth shit about this kid. Now, Wyatt, I met Wyatt. Wyatt used to go on fucking alt and shit, casual shit. Everybody does that. And he used to just he used to do a lot of fucking weird shit on those alts because people would just fall for him being on the alt every fucking time, and I never really met the kid. Then during 2015, I came across uh, that whole issue with my picture being leaked, and then after that, I'm pretty sure anyone who isn't a fucking liar knows about how Garrett was fucking harassing me over how I looked, and then I just ended up leaking him because it was just so fucking annoying. And then that's just how the whole leaking trend started, mostly because people were trying to embarrass me for my facial features and my skin and shit like that. And, it was just an annoying situation of my first real body shaming kind of experience, I guess you could say. I wasn't used to that kind of shit because I didn't do that shit in real life. Nobody did that shit in real life. Like unless like you were older and you were able to handle that shit. 'Cause sometimes people do like little roast and shit. But where I'm from, we don't do that pussy shit where we start insulting people and we don't insult ourselves or just like starting shit or fucking make fun of what someone looks like. I don't know. I guess that's just what I would say white people do, but I don't want to be a jackass. Now, I'm going to explain this whole situation since I got to make a fucking video about it. Um, so when I was at MUA, nobody gives a fuck about anyway. Um, so I don't know why this is being defended in this video. I came to MUA after following a couple of people who I met from the genre. I originally came to Roblox to actually roleplay when I was like around like 8 because I had a I was fantasized with superheroes. Look where that shit got me. Um, and I just I ended up following some guy who looked like Spider-Man who turned out to be Jaden. I don't know how to pronounce it. He went from Pete Parker something something. He wasn't Benj. It wasn't Benj. I don't know. Peter, he was Luke Skywalker. Changed his name to Luke Skywalker. He used to hang around with Iron Man, underscore AES. Stuff like that. Um, and I ended up following him, and that's how I met once again Tony. I just started playing around. I used to be a noob there. I was just chilling, and then eventually I ended up following Jaden Drisdom to MUA, and I started going there a lot. And I started role playing as like just this custom. You could skip ahead of the video if you really want to. But I just started doing that, and then things got out of hand, and I got judged for how I used to roleplay, by older kids who were like 12 years old and etc. And here I am, fucking 8 and 9. Well, being I was there for like a year or so or a couple months. Getting bullied by fucking 12, 13, and 14 year olds or well more so 10, 11, 12, and 13 year olds. Just fucking weird. Um, but it would be hypocritical to say so at this time, not back then. Um, so that was just happening, and then I just got like really pissed one day, and I was just like, "Yo, I just want to fucking murder you," shit like shit like that. And I'm laughing about it because it doesn't make any fucking sense. All right, so here's where I get in depth about this whole situation. What doesn't make any fucking sense is how someone can be fucking harassed and bullied and insulted as much as they want on a daily fucking basis, and you expect someone to be this fucking hype man, this fucking oh it's all cool dude. Like no, if you shoot someone in their fucking shoulder or in their back or in their leg or in their arm or in their hand, wherever the fuck you feel like shooting them, do you honestly expect for them to go to the hospital or get back up and be fucking cool? No, there's a reaction. There's an outcome of what you do. You cannot fucking insult someone, harass someone, and bully someone on a daily fucking basis and expect something to not lead up in the future. Or at least for them to not have some sort of reaction. And honestly, I was fucking pissed off. Because I was going through shit in real life too, but then again, everybody makes what happens, what I do to other people, quote unquote, their business instead of what happens to me, which is weird considering that it's my life, regardless. But what doesn't make any fucking sense is how you can't throw a rock and expect a rock not to be thrown back at you, or for someone to yell. You just can't. You just can't. It's not how the world fucking works. It's self-defense is defense. It's self-defense, universal term, of course, for those dumbasses out there. And that's just it. The reason I didn't get bullied because I threatened to kill her. I didn't get bullied. I just got fucking. It was just daily basis, or it was just on and on and on, and they kept using that against me. But that's not the reason. I got fucking cyberbullied over fucking roleplay and fucking being new to Roblox. That's what really happened. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Wyatt here, yeah, I'm gonna call him Wyatt here. I don't give a fuck. He's been fucking obsessed with me since fucking 2015 to 2016. I've never met this kid a goddamn day in my life. He was never my friend. He was never nobody. He was just someone who would fucking hit me up on Skype for shit. Hell, he probably hit someone up on Skype or fucking Discord to make him a fucking video because he couldn't himself. Like, seriously, when have you seen Wyatt actually zoom in on a fucking part of the video? Please tell me. Please. I'm because his videos are shitty as fuck. Alright? And he calls my channel shitty. Oh, and look who I just got a notification from. You must have, if, look at this kid is saying. If you thought, he has no grammar. This kid right now, he starts saying something about, it was a good idea to leak my family. You really shouldn't have posted. Okay. So he claims that I leaked his family, which is a fucking lie. Well, it actually is true. But the reason I leaked his family is because he chat-bombed my picture in a fucking chat. Which made no sense at all. And here I am going to reply to this shit. Wyatt here has no fucking idea of what the shit I've gone through. He fucking lived in the back of a trunk or live in the back of a car, fucking overdose on painkillers. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know why? Because it's not my business. So I don't know why this kid makes everything his fucking business and he uses people to get above in life. I don't use people. I really don't. It may appear that way, but honestly, there's some people who I like to fucking hang around with. And they're really chill people, such as IOL Stout Tragedy, Question, some other people who just have a bunch of usernames, so I can't really tell you guys who you are. But Ruby and Felso, but stuff happens. But this people are really cool. But this, like, I don't understand why he seems to make everything his fucking business. I don't think about this kid. I don't even bother with this kid anymore. This kid is always talking about my fucking mom. I even offered this kid if he wanted to speak to her since it was such his fucking business. That's a huge thing to offer. What the fuck? Like, no one gives their family out. No one gives their personal information out. Only time I can remember I accidentally gave it out is when I was fucking high and smoking hookah or some shit like that. Like, it just makes no sense, man. But if anybody wants the real story about what happened throughout that whole thing, you could easily look at my past video, and then I'll just if I get enough requests, I'll end up making a whole video about it, just to get things cleared out of the way, because honestly, I don't have time for this bullshit. But yeah, that's just the end of it. If anybody, I don't get why people trust this kid. He's just gonna pull the same bullshit. If he doesn't, he's gonna eventually pull it again, because there's no way that you're that fucking retarded. But that's just it. That's just what it is. But yeah, I don't like reacting to these videos. I don't like fucking doing responses and shit. It's just pointless. But at the end of the day, it's my instinct for defense. So I can't just like let this slide. This kid took videos from my past video. He's basically making profit off of me and shit. He's a fucking faggot. I don't know why he continues to fucking do shit, because he's done this before I actually leaked his family. But that is what it is. So this is Gizmo, and I'm out.